Hey, I've got a secret for you. Actually, I've got three secrets for you. But wait, should I tell? Absolutely. But why? Because these secrets come from three books in our school library collection that are about teachers, students, even animals. One's an historical fiction, one is a fiction novel, and one is a nonfiction book that is also poetry. So listen closely, because these are secrets you're going to want to repeat. Our first story takes place in our U.S. western state, Colorado. The year was 1925, and during this time in history, families who farmed depended heavily on each family member, even children 9 to 10 years old. That's right, even your age, to maintain the farm so they could have the things they needed to survive. Work was first, then school. And if you were lucky enough to go to school, you shared a one-room schoolhouse and one teacher for all grade levels. And that's a fact. That actually happened during this time period in history. And many children in rural areas face the dilemma of working on the farm or going to school. And so many children wanted to go to school because they knew if they did well in school, that one day they could leave the farm and see the world. In our novel, The Secret School by Avi, there are a lot of facts about life in the western United States during the 1920s. But because our story and our characters are fictional, this book is considered historical fiction. Now meet Ida. Ida is a 14-year-old girl who is in 8th grade, and along with her friend Tom, who is also an 8th grader, they are really looking forward to school starting this year. Why? Well, because if they take the 8th grade exit exams and pass, they can go to high school, which is located in another county. But then something unexpected happens. Their teacher has to leave to take care of a family member, and the school board wants to close the school. This would ruin any chance of Ida and Tom starting high school in the fall. So, what should they do? Well, all the students work together to devise a plan that will keep the school open, but they're going to have to keep it a secret from the school board and even their families. Oh, and they need a teacher. Would Ida take on the role as teacher? Can they keep this secret? Will Ida and Tom be able to take their exit exams? At night, after learning that the school would be closed, Ida lays in her bed and considers the thought of her teaching. So she creeps down to the kitchen and talks to her mom. Here's their conversation. "Hello, love," her mother said with a quick, if tired, smile. "Thought you'd be gone to sleep a long time ago." "Felix has. I couldn't." "Something on your mind?" Ida perched upon a chair and pulled her flannel nightgown over her toes. "Can we talk?" she asked gravely. Her mother continued working. "I'm listening." "Where's Pa?" "Out in the barn. The tractor motor is leaking." "This girl talk?" "It's school." Ida hesitated and then said, "Ma, Miss Fletcher's mother is very sick. On Wednesday she's leaving to go to Iowa to be with her." "Oh, dear." "And Mr. Jordan, he's the head of the school board." "I know." "They said they wouldn't replace her." "Well, for heaven's sakes, why not?" "Said it was too late in the term." Ida paused. "I think he just wants to save money." "Times are getting tight, honey. The valley doesn't have much money. I'm sorry about Miss Fletcher." "I am too, but they're closing the school for the year." "Closing?" "And Ma, the thing is, if school closes, it means Tom and I can't take the final exam." "Oh, honey, and you've been working so hard." "Ma, it's a lot more. No exam, no high school." Mrs. Biden thought for a moment. Then she said, Ida, love, high school was only a possibility. Like we told you, your going depends on how we do on the farm, anyway, year by year. I know. Ida watched her mother pluck the baby bottles from the hot water and set them to dry. Ma, she said after a moment, you know what Tom said? Guess I don't. He had an idea how we could keep the school going. How? Said I should be the teacher. Mrs. Bidson looked around. You mean you teaching? Read The Secret School, a novel by Ivy, to find out what Ida decides to do. And will her parents back her decision if she decides to teach? Phew! I'm glad I got that secret off my chest. It's fun to tell secrets, isn't it? But is it always the right thing to do? Sometimes telling secrets can cause you to lose friends. So be careful. In this next book, The Secrets of Miss Nichols' Class by Laurie Miller Hornick, Miss Nichols' only rule for her classroom is no telling secrets. Imagine that. Only one rule in her classroom. In the story, Miss Nichols says, our class rule isn't no secrets, it's no telling secrets. Secrets are very important. Everyone has them. Lacey liked blowing bubbles because it was just like having a secret. The fun part about blowing a bubble was showing it off, just like a secret. The bigger it was, the better, of course. Inside it was just a lot of hot air, and it usually popped back in your face. But still, Lacey sure loved secrets and bubblegum. In the story, we find out why Eva goes to the park every night. Why Haley can't stop sneezing. Why Dennis has such perfect teeth. What Nathan really thinks of his little sister. What the most embarrassing thing happened to Oliver the night before school started. And the biggest secret of all belongs to Miss Nichols. And while her student Lacey knows Miss Nichols' rule, she makes it her mission to find out everyone's secrets and reveal them. So Lacey finds out the secrets of all her classmates, then follows Miss Nichols one afternoon and finds out the biggest secret of all. What will she do with that secret? Does it mean that the children could lose the most fun teacher they've ever had? Be sure to follow along in the book, The Secrets of Miss Nichols' Class by Laurie Miller Hornick, as there is magic, humor, and tense moments as Miss Nichols' class learns about keeping secrets and where they really belong. Okay, boys and girls, here's secret number 3. And the secret in this book is introduced in the form of poetry. It's a special kind of poetry. It's called concrete poetry. Have you ever heard of this kind of poetry? Maybe you've heard of shape poetry. They both mean the same thing. And when you look at the words on the page, you can see that the words create a shape of something. In fact, you would not be able to understand the poetry if the words were not placed in a shape. So let's take a look at our last book by Joyce Sidman. It's called Butterfly Eyes and Other Secrets of the Meadow. Have you ever wondered what animals and insects are doing in the meadows from dawn to dusk each day? I mean, you have to work hard at school and do homework and go to dance practice or sports practice, right? Animals have it made. All they have to do is just hang around outside and romp around and enjoy nature. Well, maybe it's a little more challenging than you think. In this book, Butterfly Eyes and Other Secrets of the Meadows by Joyce Sidman, you are going to read pairs of riddles in the form of poetry that describes what these animals are doing and what they're up to and the challenges they face in nature. Then you have to guess which animal it is. Sounds easy, right? Let's look at a few of the riddles. Peel deal. Gaze, daze, itch, twitch, hot, spot, rub, slub, shed, head, rip, strip, squirm, worm, reel, peel, skin, twin, sheen, queen. What is it? Don't I look delicious? Hump, hump, hump. Thick skin, thick skin, thick skin, thick skin, thick skin, thick. Nice big milky. Dwarty bee, dwarty bee, dwarty poison glands, dwarty bee, dwarty bee, dwarty bee, dwarty bee, dwarty bee, dwart. Pale, slimy, belly blown up like a balloon. Stringy legs, soft worm toes. Stringy legs, soft worm toes. Sticky tongue, googly eyes. Puddle of piddle. What am I? Did you guess the correct answer? Did the shape on the previous page, did the shapes help you figure out the answer? In this book, once you guess the riddle, it tells you information about the different animals. For instance, the snake shedding its skin. It tells you the process of how they rub their heads against a rough surface. And rubbing tears the old skin, and then they reel out of it like a sock. And then it also tells you about the toad. Since the toads are not strong jumpers, they have ways of attacking and defending themselves, which means they urinate on their attacker. So be sure to check out this book, Butterfly Eyes and Other Secrets of the Meadow by Joyce Sidman, and enjoy the colorful illustrations by Beth Cromas, and test your knowledge about the secrets animals use to survive in the meadow. There's also a glossary in the back of the book, so you can look up words such as camouflage and excrete, so you can better understand what these animals do to survive in nature. So, there you have it. 3 secrets and 3 great books to read. Pick up one of these books today and spread the word to other 4th grade students that there are secrets in your school library, and these secrets are okay to tell.